Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of two, actually, first of three live broadcasts. I have a special broadcast tonight at 9 o'clock that you don't want to miss. So if you ever wondered why are top earners in your business like magicians, they have a secret. They have a secret that they don't share. During our session today, we're going to share parts of the secret, but tonight at 9 o'clock, we're not only going to share the secret, but we're going to tell you about 4 companies that are teetering on the edge of reorganizations, major reorganizations, and possibly bankruptcy. Now, you can help your new recruits make a few sales immediately on Facebook before they make their traditional warm market list and make calls. This is the fastest way to build your business. Let me look. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let me kind of just fast forward really quick. Yeah. Now, there are 870 million professional users on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is the easiest and the fastest way to build your business. In the last 30 days, they have added 10 million users, more network marketers than ever before are jumping on LinkedIn. So the 10 secrets that network marketing top earners know, but you don't. They don't share this information. But when you apply it to your business building activity, you can become a top earner much faster. 10 secrets. Every month, 200 companies close, fail to launch, or make unpopular changes that drive people out of the business. Every month, 300 new companies are launched, and 93% of them are going to fail within 5 years, adding to the first secret. Network marketing companies recruit top earners, whales, from other companies. Successful networkers will leave a good company and move to another one. And successful networkers will leave a failing company, move to another. 85% of the top earners in a company have been in more than one company during their career. People usually make more money in their second or third company than they did in their first. And when you bring in a whale, your business grows faster. And 9 or 10 are the biggies. Help is available to you to recruit a top earner. Anyone at any level in the company can recruit a whale. Now, there's a continual perfect storm of opportunity in the network marketing industry as leaders leave one company to join another. And right now, 4 companies are on the verge of bankruptcy. Renata Lundberg was a top earner in her company, Univera, for 17 years. And then in November of 2020, the company abandoned the network marketing business model, but it only took her 6 months to become a top earner in another company. There is continual movement of network marketing leaders moving from one company to another as things change in their company. And our book, How Network Marketers Catch Whales, helped Todd enroll 3 of them in a row. Now, we just finished up our 4th session of boot camp last night. And I'm going to pop over to LinkedIn. And we're going to look at some of my students and how they are moving the process. So they are talking to people. There are over 80 million people on LinkedIn. Actually, let me go. Just looking for an opportunity. Yeah, over 8 million in just this one category. So I'm going to log out of my account. So first, we're going to log into Debbie's account, then we're going to log into James' account.
Hey, Max.
Yeah, hi, Debbie. So
Hi.
you're talking about you got a meeting with Jordan?
Yes, she did respond. I have my granddaughter here, but she should be quiet. Yeah, so she responded to the question about gas, and it turns out she has an electric car. And so she said she could meet Thursday night.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. Now, when you go back and you look at, let's say, the 5 or 10 people that you've been talking to, she's probably one of the best.
Right. Right.
Okay. And so as a general rule, what you want to do is hold that as a standard as you're talking to people, as you're moving through the process, as they answer your questions. You want to be talking to people like her.
Yeah, like Jordan. Okay.
Like Jordan. And so the way the process is working is you're talking to a whole bunch of people, you're moving everything along, but now you've got a meeting, talk to her, and we want to work on having 2 or 3s every day.
Right.
It's going to come. It's coming.
It's coming already. Yep.
Yeah. And I got to tell you something. You're doing a great job. And
Thank you. I'm following the Max method.
you are. And, in boot camp last night, we, looked into some accounts, and Debbie, I don't know what else can I do but put this stuff in front of people. And if they don't follow it, if they don't pay attention, what is that expression? You can lead a horse to water, but
you can't make them drink.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I know. I've mentored many people over the years, and sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes people get it quickly, and sometimes people never get it.
Mm-hmm. But if they keep trying, it's like learning, ultimately they'll get it.
Absolutely. And when I saw this, I knew this was the way to go. And it did take me a little while, and I had some things in life happen, but I knew that if I just kept doing this and kept adjusting and kept working at it, it would come.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when you look, if we were to just bring up her profile for a second and look to see how long you've been connected to her. You've been connected to her since January.
Right.
And now here we are in October. And she's now going to take a look at your business. You know so much about her that you've learned her strong suit, her strong points. You know how to explain, to show her why, with all of her experience and everything she's done, she would be very successful in network marketing. And that's an important part of the process. So I'm going to be anxious to see what happens. Let me log out of your account.
Okay, thanks, Max.
Wonderful job, Debbie. Wonderful job. And we're going to pop down here. We're going to jump. I'm going to pop over here, come to the message area. All right, so let's come over here and take a look at Viva. Okay, so she's studying to be a realtor. An analyst. Information pusher. Um, well, you know, just right out of the gate. Well, if I was talking to somebody that is studying to be a realtor, I would point out that with the current rate of interest rates rising and inflation, the real estate industry is heading for a very, very bad time. And so she has experience processing claims. I don't see easy. I really don't. Let's take a look at Erin. If I put you in a room with 10 people and 5 of them had sales experience and 3 had clerical experience, why would you talk to the clerical people? So here's Erin. Okay, now again, we got to look at who you're talking to. I don't mean, look at the short answers you get. All right. The guy opens up, he's got a job. I'm going to manage a trust. for a guy who inherited a few $1 million while he's in prison. Okay, he has no idea where to invest. So he doesn't know about the network marketing business. Overall, yes. Okay. So let's circle back. All right, we're going to come over here. And we're going to smack ourselves in the head. Okay. Let's find out. So we're changing the subject. Let's go over here and let's look. And Mindy. Okay. Okay. At some point in time, you have to make the decision when to move on and talk to other people. Okay. You know, she's a long shot. Right? Why do you want to take a long shot when now again, look at her background, vice president of clinical operations, national nurse manager. Okay. How much money is she looking to make for whatever job she takes? Well, right. No, she has, you know, right. So she has to make 125K. That's $2,500 a week. All right. Lower the bar. Let's find some people who are entrepreneurial, aspire to have more, but don't have these high-end jobs. So if we're looking for people that work for Quorum, look for the clerical people. Look for lower end people that have aspirations to move up. All right, so we're going to jump out of your account. Remember, folks, it's all about conversation. We're going to jump into Mohammed's account, then we're going to jump into Peter's account. The analogy I'm going to use is if you went to a market, okay, you want to have a salad tonight. You like tomatoes. You want to put tomatoes. You want to put tomatoes in your salad. Then you're looking for a ripe tomato. Looking for a ripe tomato, something that works tonight. Not a green one. On LinkedIn, you're looking for a ripe prospect. All right, so we're going to take a look at, let me just take a look at your network really quick. Okay, you still have the old network. The old format. So we're looking at Amanda. Okay. I used to be a Beachbody coach and I sold Avon years ago. Okay. So now let's look at her. Do what you love. An account manager. So here, she was vice president of business development for a company for 3.5 years. Something happened, and now she's an account manager. And something happened in April. All right, so I have a little bit of experience. I used to be a Beachbody coach, and I sold Avon. So what do we say to her? What do you love to do? I love helping others, solving problems. I enjoy being an important part of a winning team and seeing business succeed. This is the kind of person that you want to talk to, not a bookkeeper. And there are millions of people like her. So right out of the script book, after reading the details of your profile, I realized that we have much more in common than I originally thought. Because in my own way, I'm doing many of the things that you enjoy doing. Like you, I enjoy helping others, solving problems. And like you, I love building relationships and have great experience in marketing. Not to mention, I've always been a leader at whatever I do. And I've always been able to get the best out of the people that I work with. All right. Now, I'm confident you enjoy working with me. So before we give the details, what do you know about network marketing? I have a little bit of experience. I used to be a Beachbody coach and I sold Avon years ago. I'm really not surprised. Okay, now, so first, simple question. How long ago did you work for them? But we're constantly assuring her that she'll be successful. The next thing we want to find out is, so what happened? How long did you work with them? Why'd you stop? We want to discover what their issues were. All right. So let's log out of your account. So we have examples of Debbie talking to a great prospect, Mohammed, who's talking to a great prospect, and James, who is not talking to great prospects. The more selective you are, again, the more successful you're going to be. All right, so we're looking at Preston. Remember, you dazzle people. With your presence. Peter, you got to work on this. Retired mortgage loan officer. So he's interested in getting back into the loan business. And if he's been doing it for 30 years, okay. So first, we could come back and we could say, pay him a compliment. You look old enough to retire. Or to be retired. Throw in a little LOL. Now, I've been retired now for a while. Okay. What does your wife do? Because that's where the income's coming from. Not sure. Again, he's been in mortgages. He's looking to get back into mortgages. You want to have an end result in mind. He was in mortgages back in 2008 when the market crashed. It's not going to be so easy for him to find a job in the mortgage field. And with mortgage companies letting people go, there is going to be an overabundance of people looking for jobs, processing mortgages, doing all these things. He's going to have a lot of competition. It's going to be very, very hard for him to find something. In which case, what did he like about the mortgage business? What did he like doing? Right, Debbie, in 2008, it was awful. Debbie was in real estate. Let me unmute Debbie for just a second.
Hey, Max.
Yeah, hi Debbie. So you were in real estate back then. What was it like?
Well, there was a boom and it was great, but as things started to decline, nothing was selling. And so if real estate's not selling or people buying, they're not doing mortgages. I eventually went and worked on the auction side and sold a few properties, but it really almost came to a standstill.
Mhm.
So
You know-
I can see that happening now. I mean, I don't know the degree, but everybody I know that's in mortgages is, less and less. And we're in Florida where there's still a lot of good business.
Yep. And you know, back then, there was a company that got started called Shop to Earn.
Hmm.
And it was like an Amway or a Market America, where they had all kinds of affiliate connections with stores. And tens of thousands of network marketers jumped into that company. The few realtors that got in early made a lot of money. Company didn't last very long, but people were desperate for ways to make any kind of a living. And we're heading for that again.
Oh, yeah. For
We're
sure.
heading for that again. And anybody that's out of work, if they're looking to go back to work, what they're going to discover, especially people at the high end of the pay scale, are going to discover that the companies that are looking for people in that position that they're used to working at, they're not going to pay the same salaries that they were used to making. They have an overabundance of talent. How long you've been doing something doesn't matter. The longer a person has been in a particular field, the less impressed the new employees are. They're looking
Right.
to bring younger people in. Unless somebody could bring in a book of business, that would be another story. So what we're going to see in the next few years, and something that we're going to be talking about this weekend in the retreat, is there are professionals out there that not only can you bring into your business, but they won't come by themselves. They will bring people with them, many cases from the same company. And so every time there's an issue, every time there's a problem like this, what happens is some people thrive. And that, my friends, means opportunities for all of you. You know, when life hands you lemons, make lemonades. For all of you that are in network marketing, there is about to be a huge rush. It's happening now. It's happening now. When COVID hit, network marketing companies exploded. Companies that had online presentations not only survived, they thrived.
Yeah, I was going to say the online component is critical.
As a matter of fact, having been teaching this for 27 years and urging people to get into the social arena, COVID really sealed the deal. Because unless companies, companies that were anti-social media for years had to adapt, or, they were going to lose a chunk of business. So you all are sitting on a gold mine, an absolute gold mine, but you have to pay attention, and we have to reach out to people correctly. Let me take a look. I'm just kind of scrolling down this list here. So we got Wilson. Let's take a look at Wilson. It's funny, last night in boot camp, there was somebody in attendance that I didn't recognize, and I threw him out of the class. And so let me unmute Wilson. So Wilson, I'm trying to find you on LinkedIn. Do you have a profile there?
Good morning. You are, yeah, that Wilson Kelly, that's my son, but that's not me. I have not been on LinkedIn or any even Facebook for the last 8 months, but I'm looking into getting back to it. I
Okay.
surely appreciate your help.
Wilson, do you have a Facebook page now?
I do, yes.
Let me see if I can find you over there.
But like I said, I have not been there for at least 8 months, I think,
That's
in
okay.
any of those social platforms.
Okay. So let me come up here and see if we can find you. Come on. Okay, do you see yourself over here? Any of them look familiar?
No, actually,
Okay.
no.
All right. So let me ask you, Wilson, what do you do? What do you do?
I'm actually retired now,
Mhm.
but recently I joined a solar company, which I
Okay.
like to get involved with, which I am already involved with.
Okay,
And
good. Well, what you're going to find is that a lot of people, I mean, there's certain businesses that do well, but during certain economic times, they do very well. So for example, people today that are marketing and promoting gold and silver because of the shrinking value of the dollar and the way the stock market is shrinking, these companies are going to thrive. But there's a particular market of people that are going to be interested in those, not the person that just lost their job and is looking for another way to make some income, although there could be people in that category. We're talking about people that are doing well financially, that are concerned about the shrinking value of their assets. And those people are easy to find. Solar is going to be incredibly attractive because power costs are going up. Now, my electric bill, for example, has been running about $290, $300 a month. Over the summer, it jumped up. It jumped up to $380. I just got my electric bill. It's up to $400. And
Okay.
it's, so I used to laugh at my wife who's she's shutting, at night, she's turning the lights off. I'm walking through a dark living room. I'm walking through a dark hallway. My wife's being, economical that way. After I got that phone bill, after I got my power bill, now I'm turning off now I'm turning them off because, and this is going to continue to happen. So you're in a great field that's going to see some real explosive growth. But what you have to do is you have to give yourself credibility. So for example, when you weren't retired, what was your background? What kind of work did you do?
Actually, I had my own businesses. I had beverage routes, and that was many years ago. Then I went into real estate a little bit. And right now I've been doing some network marketing, but I have not been very successful at it.
Okay.
So a couple of years ago retired, and I did take a couple of your courses a couple of years ago as well, but then again I didn't follow up. I did not follow up, but I know they're very, very good, so that's why I'm back.
Well, welcome, Wilson. What's your phone number? I want to give you a call a little later.
Area code 347
Right.
358 0829.
0829. 358-0829. I'll try to give.
Correct.
I'll try to give you a call sometime between 12 and 2. And I'll be calling you from area code 561, so you'll recognize the number.
That's a
Yeah.
good time. Thank you.
Good. Good. Now, as for the rest of you, let's see, there was one more question that was in there. Now, Robin writes something, and I have solar, and my bill last month was $37. I love that. Okay, I love that. Okay, so let's come up here. Okay, so Danielle wants to, how do I answer when somebody asks me, what do I do? Well, what you want to do is you want to basically talk about, what you've done. I've enjoyed a successful career in management and have worked for a number of companies. And I also have a growing internet business. And just stop there. People will come back and ask you what kind of a business. Well, you don't have to get into that. It allows my family to overcome the rising prices of gas and inflation. You don't need to put that in. If anything, I would say, and I have a growing internet business that's growing very quickly because so many people want to make extra income from home. We don't want to talk about you. We don't talk about you. We bring the conversation back to them. Now, I am going to put in the chat window a link. The first link is for a special webinar that I'm going to be doing at 9 o'clock tonight. And we're going to talk about the industry, the secrets that top earning network marketers know, but never talk about. Additionally, for those of you that haven't registered yet for my top earner retreat, I'm going to put in a link for that. And for those of you that are just finishing up our boot camp, we are launching another 90-day boot camp challenge where you can register for all 3 upcoming boot camps, November, December, and January. And you're paying roughly $59 a boot camp. Whoops. Where is it? So we will be back tonight for those of you that are in the current boot camp. By the way, we're opening up registration for the November boot camp. And as soon as you register for the November boot camp, you're going to have access to the October boot camp, which ends tomorrow night with an extra session. All right, folks, there has never been a better time to be in network marketing. Never. I've been teaching this for 27 years. In 2008, 2009, when the real estate market tanked, network marketers made fortunes. When COVID hit in 2019 and 2020, network marketers made killings. It's never really stopped. But with the upcoming recession, with the rising prices of gas and groceries and inflation, businesses are going to close. The real estate industry is going to shut down. And there are going to be a lot of professionals that are looking for work. You want to be looking for people. Just because they're looking for work doesn't matter. You got to be really selective. You want to be talking to people who have the aptitude to be successful. You want to talk to people that like talking to other people. You want to talk to people that like sales, that aren't afraid of sales. And as you saw with Mohammed, talking to a great prospect, we asked the question, what experience do you have in network marketing? She was a Beachbody coach. She sold Avon. You're looking for entrepreneurial types of people, people who, frankly, want more than they have. They want more. They're ambitious. We'll be back at 4 o'clock with another one of these. We'll be looking at conversations, but I urge you, join me tonight at 9 o'clock. What we're going to show you is new, and it's going to knock your socks off.